Garden of Eve. Right, today we're going to finally get the little cherry determinant tomatoes, these little fellas, into their hanging baskets. They are the little bush determinant tomatoes, so they don't grow tall. They will just grow into a bush. They will get taller than what they are here, but they won't actually grow as the indeterminate ones that we put in the ground. So I put them into hanging baskets. You can put them into pots, any type of container really. As long as you give them plenty of water, they should thrive in a container. Right, okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to make the lining for our hanging baskets. Right, so what we're actually going to do, we're going to get our hanging basket. As you can see, I have old hanging baskets. It doesn't really matter because it's for tomatoes, so it doesn't matter if they're a little bit rusty. And then we're actually going to use the cheapest form of liner. I use the actual plastic bag from the compost, you know, the grow bags that you actually put into the ground. So the first thing you need to do is to cut a circle. Remember, you've got to make it a lot bigger than the actual basket because it's got to come up the sides, and we don't want compost falling out. So sharp knife, and you literally want to cut a nice big circle, giving yourself a good border all the way around your pot. Pretty simple really, apart from I'm terrible at cutting circles, but there you go. Right, and then you want to put your liner, into the basket. Sorry, we'll just we'll fix that in a minute. So the liner needs to go into the basket. I do it inside out, i.e. I put black on the outside. If we do it that way, then you know it looks a little bit better. You know, if you want to buy the more expensive hanging basket liners, if you know you want it to look prettier, then by all means do that. I think that this is fine for tomatoes because I just put them into the tunnel along with all the other tomatoes, so they're not sort of on display, you know, for everybody to see. Anyway, so nice basket liner there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with some nice organic compost, making sure that you fill it right up to, well, near enough up to the top. So plenty of organic compost going in there. Now, with hanging baskets or any container, they do lose moisture a lot quicker than if you plant them in the ground. So the most important thing is the watering. Right, so there we are. We've got the compost in. Right, okay, as you can see, the tomato plant is really ready to go in the ground. You can see some lovely little flowers here which will become the little cherry tomatoes. They're a little bit overdue to go into the ground. As I say, I've been so busy with lots of other gardening. As you can see, there's some yellow leaves there. That is actually because there is a bit of a magnesium deficiency. The reason for that is that it's sort of taken up all its nutrients in this pot, and is hungry. So it needs two things. It needs, first of all, it needs to go into its new home, hanging basket, and secondly, it needs a good feed. So that's what we're going to do. So what we do is we pull off some of the leaves. We're not going to take off as many as we would have done before with the other indeterminate tomatoes, but we still need to pull off some of them before we put them into the hanging basket. Okay, so we've got a nice full basket of compost. Then we need to make a hole, as we did with the ones in the ground, but we're actually not going to do it quite as deep. And again, I add a little bit of the crushed eggshells for the calcium, and remember the magnesium, which is the Epsom salts. Give that a little mix round. Sit your tomato in the centre. You could do 2 tomatoes per basket. This is a 12-inch. The bigger the basket, the more you've got in. I think the 1 is plenty, so that you've got plenty of room for it to bush out. And remember, you know, there isn't lots of compost in there, so you know the nutrients are taken up very quickly with watering, and it will dry out faster. So every day it will need watering. I doubt there'll be days where it won't need watering. And that is now ready to hang up. What you will do now is I hang it up using cable ties, and you pop them onto your bars or whatever in the tunnel or your greenhouse, and hang them up, and you will get your lovely juicy cherry tomatoes. So there we are. That's how we do our hanging baskets. I say it is very important with hanging baskets that they do get lots of water. Very similar, you know, all tomatoes need sunshine, water and food. Hanging baskets will dry out, so it is vital that you make sure that they are kept well watered, and you will hopefully have some lovely juicy cherry tomatoes. Anyway, I will see you soon. I am hoping in my next video we will plant cucumbers into the ground, and I will show you how you plant on sweet corn. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye.